to do it. Hello, incredible leader. I am Anna Fink, the Wellness Architect, and I want to welcome you to the evolution of the Embodied Woman podcast. The Embodied Woman podcast has gone through several iterations and evolutions. It began as the Embodied Wellness podcast, which is the body of work I have created along through my personal health journey and reclamation. And then it became the Embodied Woman podcast. And now it's evolving into the Wellness Architect podcast because I, Anna Fink, am the Wellness Architect, and I am here to share tools, truth, and techniques that empower you to become your own best wellness architect. So, the wellness architect is an identity that I embody and that I am inviting you to step into and embody too. Because when you step into that identity, you begin to reclaim your health, you reclaim your power, your purpose, your life, your energy, and anything becomes possible. As the wellness architect, I have seen the impossible become inevitable. I have known what it feels like to feel like health and healing are not possible for me, to feel like radiant health is something that's only for a select few, not including me. And I want you to remember your power to heal, to become, to rise, because you are here for so much more. You are here to experience the fullness of life. You are here to experience all of the mystery, the magic, the miracles that is this life. But when you're distracted with health symptoms and challenges, all you focus on is your health. There's a quote, and it says, a person with their health has but 1,000 dreams, while a person without their health has but one dream, and that dream is their health. So if you're someone who's dealing with symptoms, you're struggling with your health right now, all you can focus on in your life is your health, and that is normal. That is what you are meant to focus on, because when you focus on your health and you heal, anything becomes possible, and your healing is possible despite the lack of evidence, despite the odds, despite what you've been told, despite what you've seen up until now. You can heal. I became the evidence I didn't have. I was told I couldn't heal naturally. I was told that I needed medication. I was prescribed synthetic hormones. I was recommended to do these things that felt like such a no in my body, and I knew I didn't want to do them because I knew there was another way. As a medical prospective student, and I got accepted to medical school. I had been shadowing, I'd been working with doctors and clinics and seen how clients or patients were managed, and heard so many doctors say that if they had to do over again, they wouldn't. And what I found in that system, being a patient, being an advocate in that system, and then being a student and a practitioner in that system, I felt so limited, and I felt like it is such a dependency model. We're taught that the doctors, the practitioners, they all know best. And even when the results come back normal and tests are fine, but we don't feel fine, we begin to question our own sanity. We begin to question our own truth and begin to even doubt ourselves, because it's this form of gaslighting in the system where we're told we're fine, we're told that everything is normal, yet we feel so far from normal. We feel like there's something so wrong, so amiss, and we're not being addressed. The root is not being identified. And here with wellness architecture and lifestyle design, you become your own best wellness architect, and you begin to decode the symptoms. You see symptoms as signs from your body rather than these sentences for life. You remember that your destiny is not dictated by your health, that your diagnosis does not determine your destiny, that you decide your destiny and you can rewrite your destiny, and that your health is simply a reflection of what has been up until now, but what you're experiencing currently does not determine where you're going. That you have the power right now to choose differently. You have the power to choose something new, something true, something aligned for you. So the more you honor your power, your truth, and you remember who you are and who you're here to be, you rise, and you're here to rise. Your symptoms, your health challenges, the chronic illness, autoimmune condition, whatever it is you're experiencing and navigating, is a catalyst for your growth and evolution. And it is a sign from your body inviting you to focus on your body and your health. And as you do that, you remember your power, your purpose, and your potential. For me, my health redirected me away from medicine and into a whole new field that I created, wellness architecture and lifestyle design. It is not a linear path, but I knew there was so much more to life, and my body, my health got to a point where it was so loud I could not ignore it anymore. So if you're navigating symptoms, this is an invitation to pause, to reconnect, to understand what your body is communicating so that you can heal. And as you begin to heal, you rewire your mind, your energy shifts, your whole purpose begins to unfold even more because so much of our lives as a leader, you're a leader and you're here to go first. And it's not easy to go first. It's not easy to be a leader, but you are brave and it was given to you because you can handle it. And the struggles we go through with our health, with our life, whatever it is, they're a sign of our strength. So, what if we started to see them as this catalyst, this strengthener, rather than something that is weakening us or something to run from? Because the more we face everything and rise, we overcome it and we become so much stronger. Going to the gym and working out isn't easy. We're lifting heavy weight, we're encountering resistance, but that makes us stronger. So, the health challenges you're experiencing, you as an embodied leader during this time are here to heal yourself, to architect health for yourself, rather than giving your power away externally to a system that profits on your illness. We are moving into a time of health sovereignty and empowerment and embodiment. The more you reconnect to your body, the more you reclaim your health, the more you remember your power, and the more you realize your purpose and your potential. So, this is your time to reconnect, to remember, and to rise. You, as the wellness architect, get to architect your own wellness and then be a beacon, a leader for others to do the same, because we are in a time in history where health challenges, illness, symptoms, diseases are at all-time high. They're rising exponentially, and symptoms have become so normalized because they are common, but they are not normal. So, whatever it is you're experiencing, whatever it is you're facing right now, it is not intended to limit you, it is intended to liberate you. Your health challenges are the very thing that are going to unlock the next level for you. And I know it can feel overwhelming when you are experiencing health challenges and symptoms and conditions that lead you to question yourself, that compromise your immunity, your energy, your focus, your vitality, your confidence, your body, your sense of self. But as you remember your power as the wellness architect that you are becoming, you open up this whole field of possibility and potentiality. Anything is possible. You are here for so much more than you even realize, than you even know. And it's time to tap into that, because I think what's so important to acknowledge is that when you're going through health challenges and you're going through a struggle, and it can feel so heavy and so intense, and I get emotional because I have gone through my own challenges, and I've walked with my mom for so long during her challenges with her health, that reality becomes all you know in that time. So when you focus on the future, it can be hard to see a possibility for something new. It can be hard to imagine a future beyond that which you're living currently. And this Space Wellness Architect podcast is going to talk about all the aspects, all the nuances of health. We're going to continue to talk about the physical body, the physical health, which is the foundation, talking about nutrition and supplementation and all of those components, movement, sleep, etc. But then we're continuing to expand on the conversations around energy and mindset and emotional mastery and the spiritual connection, because everything is interconnected. And lifestyle design and wellness architecture truly honor your health as art, something that you intentionally create with precision. We're moving away from a one size fits all where there's so much noise in the wellness industry. And I myself have tried so many trends that lead us astray, lead us away from health and into confusion. So, this podcast is for you, the leader who wants more energy, more purpose, more vitality, more power, more success, because your health is that foundation for your success, for your leadership, for everything. And it begins here. And what I want to bring forward is a conversation and embodied teachings around health that are so simple, because health is simple, but in the mainstream media, in the world, in the wellness space, in those nutrition spaces, health can feel so complex, it can feel so overwhelming, and it can feel so impossible. And it's because there's such an agenda and propaganda to monetize on illness, and then people are selling the solutions to the very problems they created. And that's not here why you're here. You're here for the essence of life, the essence of health, which is simplicity and elegance, and really knowing that it's yours to design, it's yours to architect, because your values are so unique, your health goals are so unique, your body blueprint and your human design are all unique to you. So this is not going to look the same for everyone. There are philosophies, pillars, foundations that are common, but then you get to take it and you get to architect with it what you desire. Your blueprint, we have blueprints, right? You look at a home when you're building a home. And we always begin with the blueprint and always begin with the foundation, because when you're building a home, you don't start building without the foundation. If you did that, you wouldn't have a lasting, long, durable structure. We begin with the foundation of food and our physical body in architecting health and wellness, because that is the essence of sustainable long-term vitality. This is an investment in yourself now and in the future, because your health is your greatest asset, it's your greatest wealth, and knowing what to do now sets you up for the future. Your body will shift and change, but having these foundations locked in will change everything for you. So I'm so honored. I'm so excited that you are here. It's such an exciting time to architect health and wellness, and there's never been more of a need for it. So this is our time to get clear on the truth, the tools, the foundations. And I have started this Ask Anna Wellness series. So if you have questions for me, I post question boxes in my Instagram, and I ask you to ask me a question. I am a in human design. My human design is a 6-2 generator, sacral authority, and my strategy as a generator is to respond. So I do best when I'm responding to questions. So if there are questions you have with respect to your health, foods, trends, whatever it is you want to know, ask me, and I am going to begin creating episodes around each question to dive deeper, because the more you know the truth, the more you have the tools, and the more you have the techniques, the more empowered you become, and the more you heal. And the more you heal, the more you rise. So this is a space and a place where you come to optimize your energy, you come to tap in, to get activated, and to remember your power, because you are so powerful. And when we're dealing with symptoms, we're dealing with conditions, it can feel like what is going on, and it distracts us from what matters. It distracts us from our power, our purpose, and our potential. And that is by design. And when you reclaim your health and you reclaim your power, you reclaim your focus and you reclaim your intention and energy and your life. So this is why we are here, and we're rising together as leaders in this new era where embodiment is the foundation. You can't lead anymore with just knowing something. You have to lead through doing and living it. I've lived through this, and so now I teach it because I walked myself through it. I went from feeling so depleted, so exhausted, dealing with so many symptoms, over 30 symptoms, to living almost completely symptom free. There are still some symptoms I'm healing, and that is another topic for another day. But health has so many levels. It's like we've gotten used to this threshold here of health, but then when we start to heal, we unlock another threshold and another and another. And the better we feel, the better we feel. The better it gets, the better it gets. So hold that vision, knowing that you are unlocking new levels of health, potential, energy, and vitality. And this is simply the beginning. And this is where we begin, with the foundation, with the body blueprint, with understanding that you are the one. You are the wellness architect, and you hold the power. So thank you for being with me. I'm so honored, so excited for this next evolution in this new era, and I look forward to speaking soon.